Good morning, friends. Problem is part of life. Whether it is individual life, family life, social life, or organizational life. Unless you know how to solve problem through creative thinking, you cannot expect to be successful. Friend, can creativity and problem solving ability be developed? If yes, how? If you want to know answer of this question, which is very important for all of us, today's video is going to help you a lot. Friend, I am Ramchandra and you are watching Prayas Vikalp, a channel fully dedicated for development of your personality. Friend, today I welcome you on the 5th episode of video series Personality Development. Friend, we are discussing various dimensions of personality. We have seen that there are 5 dimensions to our personality. Out of that, I have already discussed 3 dimensions. The first one was neuroticism. The second was introversion versus extroversion. And third was agreeableness. Friend, today I am going to discuss the 4th dimension of our personality, which is related to creativity and problem solving ability. That is called open to experience. That means how much a person is open to new experience, how much he is creative, imaginative, flexible. Friend, today I am going to discuss some important aspect of this dimension. The first thing is, what are symptoms related to behavior of a person who is high and open to experience, that is, who is open-minded, versus a person who is closed-minded or low on open to experience dimension or scale. I am going to discuss advantages and disadvantages of these 2 types of behavior. Then what are the causes of this type of behavior? And the biggest question, whether creativity and problem solving ability can be developed. That means whether a closed-minded person can become an open-minded person. If yes, how? What step we have to take? So friend, I will request you to see this video to the end so that you can know how you can develop open-mindedness in you and solve all problems, including complex problems which arise in day-to-day life, whether it is personal life or organizational life, whether professional life or entrepreneurial problems. And if you like this video, please share this video with your friends and subscribe to our channel so that you can get notification of videos which are very useful for development of your personality. Friend, now let us discuss the special characteristic related to behavior of an open-minded person. The most important aspect of his behavior is intellectual curiosity. He is always curious to know about new people, new things, new events, new experiences, new experiments. Try to understand new concepts. That is number 1. Then he is appreciative of arts, culture, and such fine arts. Then he has very high level of self-awareness. He is aware about his health, strength and weaknesses. He knows what shortcomings he has. He tries to improve them whenever he gets a chance. He has no prejudice against any thought or thinking. He is open-minded. He is not traditional. He works off the track. And the most important thing is he believes in change and he is ready to adopt as per changing circumstances, changing situations, changing challenges. He believes in the saying that change is constant. Then he has the ability to think in abstract terms about things which are far from concrete experience. So he can even consider difficult things and take decision about them. He is always ready to explore all possible options to solve a problem before he decides correct course of action. In this process he takes some time, but the quality of decision is very good. He believes in transformative change, paradigm shift. He is a thinker. He is imaginative. Since he is able to solve problems, he is creative in nature, he is also optimistic in his life. So his health is reasonably good. As I told you, he is interested in new things, new experiments, new events, unknown persons. Therefore he asks questions, and through questioning he tries to find out information. He is ready to take risk. He is experimental in nature. He is ready to do new experiments. He does not fall in line with the higher authorities easily. He is somewhat a rebel type. Since authority normally tries to protect status quo, and he is the person who believes in change, therefore they don't go hand in hand. So he normally opposes various steps taken by higher authorities. He has an independent thinking, independent personality, and raises fundamental questions about things, which many people don't like. He believes in equality of mankind. He believes that everybody has a right to have an opinion and express it freely without any obstruction. And he respects others' opinion. He gives adequate thought to that before taking any decision. He respects other opinion. He is polite in discussion on various aspects with people. He is ready to participate in a decision-making process on his own. He enjoys this process, and he enjoys the process of collecting information itself. He is not bothered about final result, but he enjoys the entire process of planning, gathering information, working on it. He has a wide range of interest. And he is comfortable with complex things also, unknown things also. He tries to understand others' opinion, other thought, others' argument. He is ready to do brainstorming on various issues before he decides. He is ready to solve others' problem, understand it and solve it in the most cost economic manner. He does not have a superiority complex about his own expertise and knowledge. He is always ready to accept new things, improve himself, remove his shortcomings, And whatever traditions have become, redundant in today's changing condition, he is ready to change them, ready to leave them. This is very important attribute for personal growth one should possess. So friend, in nutshell I will say that a open-minded person is creative, open to new type of things, curious and ready to change whenever the occasion demands. He is flexible. As against a open-minded person, a closed-minded person behaves quite differently. His interests are very limited. He is comfortable with simple, straightforward things and is uncomfortable with complexity. He believes in permanency. He resists change. He does not appreciate art and culture. He feels they are wasteful. He is traditional in his thinking. He is not flexible. And he normally respects authority. He respects status quo, and since authority protects that, so he respects them also. He becomes a S-man. He has no interest in learning new things, does not take risks. He may have a superiority complex. That means he is arrogant about his knowledge, expertise, and believes that he knows the best and there is no need to change. He only receives those information which strengthen his own worldview, his own opinion, his own thinking, and discard those information which are in opposition to his own thinking. Friend, he does not want to come out of his comfort zone, want to remain comfortable. Whenever he has to decide something, he tries to decide quickly on the basis of whatever information he has. He does not believe in exploring several options, etc. He is a quick decision maker based on limited information, which may be useful sometimes, sometimes not. The quality of decision he makes is not so good because lack of research and analysis. He is not even ready to seek new information about his own health in the fear that he may have some disease. So he does not want to do test or go to doctor. If he is given more information, he is not comfortable. So friend, a closed-minded person is a rigid person, does not want to take risks, does not want to change himself, and is not ready to solve problem in a creative manner. Now, how a person can become closed-minded? What are drivers of this type of behavior? As I told you, the most important thing is ego of own knowledge. Since he has a superiority complex, he does not believe that there could be something more than what he knows, so he does not want to change. Second thing is, there is a confirmation bias. That means whatever information one gets, he tries to welcome that based on the criteria whether it supports his view or not. Now, fear of failure. That means if I try something new, I may fail. That fear itself prohibits a person from being open-minded or experimenting new things. He believes that if I take risk, I can fail. So these are certain drivers which private creativity and problem solving ability. Now, let us see what are advantages of being open-minded. So friend, the most important advantage is that in the long run, a decision taken by open-minded person is cost-effective, good in quality. In the short run, it may seem to be costly, but long run, it tend to be cost-effective. Second thing, there is a continuous development of his personality because he keeps on changing the situation, he develops himself, matches with the new challenges, so he develops. He obtains new experiences. His mental health is good because he uses his brain creatively. The process of neuroplasticity strengthens his brain's capacity. Friend, since he is an optimistic mindset person, his health is reasonably good. Now, because of such an approach, economic development is very fast because problems are solved well in time. So, the economic growth is very fast. The quality of life is better because of problem solving ability. Health is also somewhat better because he is alert and takes care. The world become better, the country become better, the society become better because of this approach. It is not that everything is good about open-minded person. There are certain disadvantages also. The first thing, he may become impractical sometime. He encounters temporary phase of tension because of new experimentation, new learning, new risk. Sometimes he is confused because of too many information, too many alternatives. He is not ready to decide. He is not able to decide well in time because of analysis paralysis. And his life sometimes becomes disorganized. He is not neatly organized. But these disadvantages are quite insignificant if we compare the advantages. Now let us see what are advantages of being close-minded. A close-minded person does not want to change, does not want to take risk, does not want to solve problem. He is in comfort zone, so his life is well organized, routine, disciplined, and he may have a relatively good health unless because of his unwillingness to go to the doctor, he may encounter some disease. So these are certain advantages, but they are quite insignificant if we see the disadvantages of being a closed-minded person. Piling. Therefore, there is a high social and economic cost. Society becomes regressive. So friend, disadvantages are very heavy in comparison to the advantages. So one should try to become open-minded if he is a closed-minded person. Now the question is, can it be done? If you want to know the answer of this question, first you should know the causes. Why a person is open-minded and why a person is closed-minded. Unless we understand the causes, we cannot find out the remedy. So if I talk of causes, the first very important cause is that a person is aware about the fallacy of his own beliefs. If it is so, then he will become open-minded. He should believe that with changing circumstances, situations, his current opinion can become outdated, current process become outdated, current technology become outdated. So one has to change. So if he believes in fallibility of his own belief, then he is open-minded. So how much he believes in this will determine how much open-minded he is. More the belief, more open-mindedness. Less belief, less open-mindedness. Second thing is, how much he is satisfied with his current level of experience and knowledge. If he does not have a superiority complex, he is humble, he is ready to learn, then he will be open-minded. But if he has got superiority complex, he believes that he knows the best, there is no need to consult others, then he will be a close-minded person. Now, it also depends that how much hunger he has for learning new things. More the hunger, more open-mindedness. Less the hunger, less open-mindedness. Now, how much he is willing to do advanced planning? Friend, advanced planning gives you sufficient time for exploring various options, analyzing information, seeking others' opinion, and taking a proper decision. So if he believes in advanced planning, then he will be an open-minded person. And if he is ad hoc person, does not believe in proper planning, he will become a close-minded person and decide quickly without much consideration. Now, the degree of verbal fluency is also very important for open-mindedness, because you have to consult people, discuss things with people, brainstorm on various issues. So you should have a verbal fluency. You should have an idea-related fluency. You should have a width of knowledge, depth of knowledge. So to the degree these things are available, you will become open-minded or close-minded. So friend, these are certain basic causes which makes a person open-minded or close-minded. Now friend, question is, how a close-minded person can become open-minded person? If we now want to know the technique or the process through which this can be done, we must first understand certain concepts, certain processes, whether they are biological, social, or learning processes. We cannot understand the correct procedure, current technique. Friend, we have to solve a problem, so we have to explore various options, explore their feasibility, then decide. Certain options are known to us, certain options are not known to us. Now the question is how this process works. Now, whenever we try to understand a new things, unknown concept, our brain is put under pressure. Our brain tries to equip itself so that it can help us in this process of understanding new things in order to decide in a creative fashion through the process of neuroplasticity. Our brain has certain neural network, neural pathways, which are formed on the basis of our existing knowledge, experiences, etc. Whenever we try to understand new things, and are persistent about it, new neural pathways are created, the network is modified through the process of branching and sprouting. Branching means new pathways are created, and sprouting means they are joined by other pathways after that. So the neural network is modified. This process is called neuroplasticity. So our mind regenerates itself and help us in understanding new things, solving new problems in a creative fashion. Friend, you might have heard a name of dopamine. What is this? This is a chemical messenger. This is a positive hormone which is a center of reward seeking. So whenever a person tries to know new things, tries for some novelty, which is a type of reward for the brain, dopamine is released from the midbrain, that is called prefrontal cortex, and it is transferred to the frontal lobe, which is responsible for rational thinking, imagination, decision making, logical reasoning, etc., etc. So dopamine is released in anticipation of novel experience, new findings. And this dopamine release supports our endeavor, our effort in understanding new things. So this happens at a biological level. Our brain helps us. This is number one. If we see this from the psychological point of view, then whatever information we have, whatever experience we have, whatever we have learned so far, based on that, we have a structure called schema, psychological structure called schema. Now, whenever you want to learn new things and persist about it, then two things may happen. If you get a new information which can be easily fitted in your existing schema, then this process is called assimilation. It is very easy because whatever information is coming, it confirms your belief. So you put it there, your belief becomes still stronger. But if the information is in variation to whatever you believe, or just opposed to whatever belief, then you cannot fit this into your schema. So schema has to be changed. It is like creating a new file to store new information for which there is no space right now. This process is called accommodation. Now friend, accommodation is a difficult process because you have to alter the existing schema, which is painful. So assimilation is simple, accommodation is difficult, painful, stressful. Now friend, you can consider alternatives, options, either solo or in group. So far solo is concerned, it is simple, we will discuss later on. But if you are doing in group, then brainstorming in group on some problem issues has got some ground rules we should know. The first rule is that you will listen to the other member of your group carefully without any obstruction, without passing any judgment about correctness or incorrectness of whatever they are saying. First you have to list out everything, whatever wrong, right, the full inventory has to be taken, what option could be there. Then after that, you discuss one by one and then try to demolish it or accept it based on detailed discussion. But there is no obstruction in between, no prejudice. So this is basic concept of brainstorming, that first let us accumulate all options through opinion of people and then sort it out screen it out. One thing more, brainstorming is much better than solo thinking, because the confirmation bias gets diluted. Confirmation bias works in an individual case very strongly, because if individual is thinking of something, he will give premium to the information which supports his view and discount the view which opposes his view. But when you are in group, there are several members, everybody has got a different type of neural network, so they will tell you different thing from different viewpoint. So the confirmation bias gets diluted, so it helps in becoming open-minded. So friends, these are certain fundamental principles which you should understand before we can discuss how to change a closed-minded person into an open-minded person. Friend, now having discussed the behavioral symptom of open and closed-minded persons, advantages, disadvantages, its causes, basic principles, etc. Now we are in a position to discuss what action we have to take if you want to convert a closed-minded person into an open-minded person. Friend, I will request you to take pen and paper, note down what I am telling now and act on it. First thing, please understand your personality well by undergoing personality test. Find out your interest, aptitude, nature, level of intelligence, etc. Find out your shortcomings, strengths and weaknesses. Having done that, find out whether you are open-minded or closed-minded. If you are closed-minded, that means you score low, then what you have to do? First you have to leave your zone of comfort. Then you have to evaluate new things, new events, new experiments by following certain process. You can review them either individually, that is solo, or in group. If you are evaluating them in personal capacity, individual, then what you have to do? First thing, you select certain controversial debatable topics like death penalty, live-in relationship, dowry, corruption. There are so many issues which are debatable. You have an opinion on them, take opposite opinion and list out at least 5 reasons in support of that opposite view. Then examine each of them carefully, personally. And if you are convinced that some of them are genuine, then change your opinion. Second thing, please remember if somebody has done some wrong to you in the past, write at least 5 reasons why he could have done that. Evaluate those reasons carefully without any prejudice and try to understand his behavior and understand the situation. Third thing, if you are a parent, select a issue on which you were debating with your child or teen. He was not agreeable, you were not agreeable. Just imagine 3 reasons which he could have extended in support of his view. Examine them, try to understand him. So if you go there, do this exercise, you will learn how to explore new options, how to consider them, how to get convinced whether change is required or not. Now friend, if you are doing this evaluation or assessment in group, then you have to follow golden rules of brainstorming which I have already discussed. That means you will allow other people to speak freely without being judgmental, without examining correctness of their suggestions. After everything has been listed, then only you go on evaluating one by one by argument, counter argument. and take a decision only after 3 rounds of argument on a particular issue. And if you find that your current opinion is not correct, you need to change, then please change. If you change your opinion, then certainly you will improve, your mind will open, you will not become judgmental. Be aware of the confirmation bias, what I have already discussed. That means don't discount those information or experiences which oppose your view, which counter your view. Please accept them, consider them also. And you should understand that the process of change in your behavior, in your thinking, your thoughts is painful, is stressful and difficult. So please undergo this. You will have some tension to begin with, but certainly in anticipation of reward of novelty, dopamine will be released by your brain. It will support you, your brain will support you with the process of neuroplasticity, and you will be solved the problem through the process of accommodation, as I discussed already. If you are able to do this, certainly your brain will become powerful, you will become more creative, more innovative, ability to solve problem will certainly improve. Your life will become, this world will become much better. Friend, I hope that you have found this video useful. If yes, please share this video with your friend and subscribe to our channel. One thing more, always try to read, see and listen good things so that good information enters you. You become better day by day, your personality become better day by day, or chances of success also improve. Friend, in the next episode, I am going to discuss the 5th dimension of your personality, that is conscientiousness. Friend, that is very important attribute in a work situation. So friend, I will take goodbye. Please take care of yourself. Be happy, be healthy and keep on improving yourself. Thank you very much for listening me. I hope that you will share this video with maximum number of people. Thank you again.